Okay, so this experience was very interesting. I was walking around in a theater. It was like I had just walked into the theater, and I was walking very calmly, and really there was nothing. There was no thoughts, no nothing. I was just kind of looking at the scene, and what was taking place was everybody was running, scared for their lives. Everybody was running, absolutely terrified. It's from something, from some perceived threat that was in the theater or coming to the theater, or so was like the idea, but they were trying to get out of the way. And again, they're running so fast, they're basically tripping over each other. They're kind of like crabs in a bucket. If you guys ever seen crabs in a bucket, they pull each other down as they try to run away, or kind of get farther. And I remember I was still very calm. I wasn't reacting because I could see that there was no real danger, and I could perceive why they were running away, because they were afraid of this threat. But I knew that they did not need to be afraid of this threat. And it reminded me, at least looking at it objectively, it reminded me of the implosion of creation, that everybody's real awareness, in their awareness, even subconsciously, they know what's happening, but they don't know what to do about it. And in a way, it kind of scares them. You know, they don't have the references and things like that. And I got this very interesting view. It was, imagine if you were in total complete blackness, which creation is, but we have the kind of secondary light. But imagine that there was nothing like that. It was just absolutely nothing at all, you know, as we kind of relate to that idea of nothing. And I was looking at that and I said, well, everybody who didn't have the references, or only reference certain things, they wouldn't not have any clue as to what's going on. They would not be able to use their awareness to reposition themselves. They would not be able to have that experience to see the real light, or to have that kind of experience in experiencing the real light. And they would just be locked in this total blackness. And I thought that's, I remember I cried a little bit because it was actually kind of sad. I thought it was kind of sad that they would not just have any idea. They really would not know what to do with themselves, and it was all related to this experience. So that really emphasizes on the importance of sharing, and kind of what we do here on the Skypes and everything like that. And I just wanted to share that with everybody. I thought it was a really cool experience.
Yeah, it is. Because it was in a movie theater. Is that what you said, Jeremy?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, you might say they're seeing the bigger picture, and yeah, it scares them. So, as to, let's just say, like in the movies, what do you see in movies about? Usually disasters or things coming, changes. And even though they look like disasters, they're really not. They're simply changes, because everything in creation always changes. It just does. It ebbs and flows. And so this bothers people because, again, they've been literalized to think in terms that everything should stay the same. And then it's okay. As long as we can keep things the same, then it's okay, you see. And so now they're getting this view, which is actually okay. First there's the panic. First there's the whatever, and then as they run around and realize, it's like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Etc. So again, it just takes moments to see that, but that's what comes first, just like anything that's presented. And so we see that, and this is where, yes, we can help people so they be okay. But they got to kind of go through that, and it's okay. They need that view to finally realize, they don't know what they're doing, and so it's time to, consider something else. Yeah, just whatever. So yeah, yes. Thank you, Jeremy, for sharing. That's good. Yeah.
Another view that I wanted to give on the experience as you were sharing was, you said that first they get hit with the panic, and I was seeing that maybe they even need that experience to panic and be confused, and that's kind of like why I'm there, so I can offer a reference, or I can offer sort of the another point of view for them. So that was another little view that I had.
Yeah, and it's okay. We've all been there, and we've lived through it. And we've been to scary movies and we screamed, and sometimes we, run out, we have nightmares, whatever. It's okay. I mean, these things are funny, but at some point we realize that it's not what it seems. But at first, it's like what it is, because we have been set into motion. We've set ourselves into motion in a particular way, and this actually kind of breaks that. But the average person isn't considering that because they don't want to be afraid or whatever. They want the good times or whatever. Again, we create this track that we're on of a particular, and when something out of the ordinary happens, it's like, oh my gosh, it's startling or what have you. But yes, it is good. It is part of the wake up, and for people to see, and that it's okay. It's just like in these movies where you see somebody sees a flying saucer and the aliens come down or whatever. At first, everybody panics, like in the Day the Earth Stood Still. The military comes out, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. But as time goes on, there are a few people that understand what's going on. But you have the military and other people there. They are set up a certain way, and they're very rigid with that. And so it takes some softening to, let them know that it's all okay. And that movie's a good example, and there's many other ones too. So, because, they have produced movies purposely showing that, oh, aliens are bad, they're going to come and eat you, destroy you, or whatever. So they're creating this fear factor in the movies already. So when the aliens do arrive, that's the first thing that people think of because they've been programmed with it. They've been programmed that, oh, aliens are bad, they're this, they're that, or whatever. Whatever it is, whatever each person has been routine with. But again, it's okay. I've seen that too years ago, people running through the streets and whatever because the alien invasion and what have you. But so that's the fun part that we get to present to people as they come, and we're friends with the aliens, showing that it's okay, and then they're here to help us, make better choices on the planet. Yeah, more fun. Yeah, that's good.